Today in this video we'll discuss about the basic components of ANN, that is network topology, activation function and learning. What is network topology? A network topology is the arrangement of a network which along with its nodes and connecting lines according to the topology. ANN is classified as the following types: feed forward network, single layer feed forward network, multi-layer feed forward network, and the feedback network, recurrent network, fully recurrent network, and the Jordan network. These networks we will discuss. This network topology we will discuss in the next slides. So what is feed forward network? Feed forward network is it is a non-recurrent network having processing units, nodes in layers, and all the nodes in a layer are connected with the nodes of the previous layers. The connection has different weights upon them. There is no feedback loop, means the signal can only flow in one direction from input to output. It may be divided into the following two types. One is single layer feed forward network, that is the concept is of feed forward ANN having only one weighted layer. In other words, we can say the input layer is fully connected to the output layer. So there are two types of feed forward networks. As the name suggests, feed forward networks means there should not be any feedback loop, because it's only feed forward network. The signal will go from only input to output, not from output to input. So there are two types of feed forward network. One is single layer feed forward network and another is multi-layer feed forward network. In the single layer feed forward network, one weighted layer is over there, is present. You can see over here in this diagram. So sorry, the in this diagram you can see that the input layer is fully connected. This is the input layer. So input layer, from each node, the in every output has gone to the every node of the output. So every node of the input is connected to the every node of the output, so it is fully connected to the output layer. So this is the multi-layer feed forward network. The concept is a feed forward ANN having more than one weighted layer. As this network has one or more layers between the input and output layer, it is called hidden layers. So in the single layer feed forward network, there is only one layer, input and output. So over here, as the name suggests, that the multi-layer feed forward network. So here there is so many layers. As it is multi, so it has so many layers, and the other than the input layers and the output layers, the all the layers between those layers are called hidden layers. So in this diagram you can see over here, this is the input layer and output layer as like single layer feed forward, but the layer in between them is called as the hidden layer, and these also same thing, like all are connected to the every node. So these are the what is feedback networks? As the name suggests, a feedback network has feedback paths, which means the signal can flow in both directions using loops. This makes it a non-linear dynamic system which changes continuously until it reaches a state of equilibrium. It may be divided into the following types: recurrent networks, they are feed forward networks with closed loops. Following are the two types of recurrent networks. So feedback networks are the networks in which there is feedback path or feedback loop. So there are there are many types of feedback loops, feedback networks. So one of them is the recurrent networks, and the recurrent networks is the feedback networks with closed loops, and there are two types of recurrent networks. This is the fully recurrent network and the Jordan network. Fully recurrent network is the simplest neural network architecture, because all nodes are connected to all other nodes and each node works as both input and output. So this is the diagram of the fully recurrent network. Here you can see, as the fully recurrent means every network, the network has the feedback loop also. So here the in every node is acting as input and output, both as input and output. So you can see over here, like it can give it can give data, it can give some output, and it can also take the input. So each node is acting as both input and output. What is Jordan network? It is a closed loop network in which the output will go to the input as again as feedback, as shown in the following diagram. So here you can see, this is the Jordan network. Here it is connected, and the output from the output and the inputs are nothing but the connected by a feedback loop. So adjustments of weights or learning, you can say over here, this is the learning methods, and the learning methods and the adjustments of weights. So every we can as the last slides we have said that every node has some weight, every input has some weight which decides the activation function and the threshold of the activation function. So learning in activation network is the method of modifying the weights of connections between the neurons of a specified network. Learning in ANN can be classified into three categories, namely that is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and the reinforcement learning. So first we will study about the supervised learning. As the name suggests, this type of learning is done under the supervision of teacher. This learning process is independent. So during the training of ANN under supervised learning, the input vector is presented to the network, which will give an output vector. This output vector is compared with the desired output vector, and error signal is generated if there is a difference between the actual output. So here the error signal also is generated if there will be difference between the actual output and the desired output vector. On the basis of this error signal, the weights are adjusted until the actual output is matched with the desired output. So this is somewhat like the control system, like a closed loop control system, you can see. So here we give an input to the neural networks and get an output, get get an output sorry the get an output at the y point. But if we will get some error, that is the between if there is a difference between the desired output, the output we desire for, and the actual output, we will get that error. And the error signal generator will this is the desired output is provided in the error signal generator also, and this will provide the error signal over here. And as per the error signal, the weights will be adjusted. So unsupervised learning, as the name suggests, this type of learning is done without the supervision of teacher. So there is not as it is unsupervised, so it will not be considered, the supervision is not there over here. So this learning process is independent. During the training of ANN under unsupervised learning, the input vectors of similar type are combined to form clusters. When a new input pattern is applied, then the neural network gives an output response indicating the class to which the input pattern belongs. There is no feedback. So here, as it is different from the unsupervised and supervised, there is two both different things. In the supervision there is a feedback, so that we can match the actual output and the desired output, and then we can take the action or adjust the weights. But here there is no feedback from the environment as to what should be the desired output and if it is correct or incorrect. Hence in this type of learning, the network itself must discover the patterns and features from the input data, and the relation of the input data cover the output. So what is reinforcement learning? As the name suggests, this type of learning is used to reinforce or strengthen the network over some critical information. This learning process is similar to supervised learning, however we might have very less information. So it is equivalent to the supervised learning, but it gives us very less information. During the training of network under reinforcement learning, the network receives some feedback from the environment. This makes it somewhat similar to supervised learning. However, the feedback obtained here is evaluative, not instructive, which means there is no teacher as in supervised learning. After receiving the feedback, the network performs adjustments of the weight to get better critic information in future. So over here there is a reinforcement signal in the desired output point. In that supervised learning, there is provided a reinforcement signal. It will adjust the weights according to the error signal, or there is the difference between the actual output and the reinforcement signal will provide that what how much it is varying from the desired output. So what is activation functions? It may be defined as the extra force or effort applied over the input to obtain an exact output. In ANN, we can also apply activation functions over the input to get the exact output. Following us are the some activation functions of interest. These are the linear activation function, sigmoid activation function. We will talk about this activation function. This one is linear and the sigmoid. Linear activation function is very simple, like it is also called the identity function, as it performs no input editing. It can be defined as static fx equals to x, because there is no input editing is done over here. So in the case of sigmoid activation function, we will study about two sigmoid function. One is binary sigmoidal function and the bipolar sigmoidal function. So it is a what is binary sigmoidal function? This activation function performs input editing between 0 and 1. It is positive in nature, it is always bounded, which means its output cannot be less than 0 and more than 1. It is also strictly increasing in nature, which means more the input, higher would be the output. It can be defined as fx equals to sigmoidal of x, that is 1 by 1 plus exponential of minus x. So what is binary? Binary means this is either 0 or 1. As we have studied before, the studied in the digital electronics, you can see over here that what is binary, 0 and 1. Either it is the activation function is 0 or 1. So the editing or the positive in nature, so the value will not be less than, it is as it is bounded, so the value will not be less than 1 and or more than 1. So it is also strictly increasing in nature, and the outputs in strictly increase the 0 to 1. So as per the input, it will increase the output. So output is directly proportional to the input. So as the input increases, the output also increases. This is the function fx equals to sigmoidal of x equals to 1 by 1 plus exponential of minus x. What is bipolar? Bipolar sigmoidal function is the same as it like binary, but binary is the 0 and 1, but over here it is minus 1 and 1. The editing will be done from minus 1 to 1, as there is the boundary is 0 to 1, so there was it is strictly positive in nature, because the value will be between 0 to 1. But in the bipolar case, we have the value between minus 1 to 1, so the output the it can be, this function can be in positive and negative also. So it is always bounded, it cannot be less than minus 1 and more than plus 1. It is strictly increasing in nature, as like sigmoid function. So this input can be defined as fx equals to, in this activation function can be defined as fx equals to sigmoidal of x equals to 2 by 1 plus exponential of minus x minus 1. So it can be written as 1 minus exponential of x by 1 plus exponential of x. Thank you.